Hello, friends. How's it going? Happy 8 p.m. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for those who hopped on earlier. I do see some comments ahead of time. And Jonathan Rakenya, Koala. Who else we got? Fishing Guru, Spider Man. Uh, is that Isaiah? I Izildrick? That's Isaiah, right? Sienna. Let's see. Kevin, Jimmy. I love that name. So much excitement. And let's see, Japanese. Oh goodness gracious, I can't read. You're gonna have to remind me who you are. I think there's two people with Japanese names, and yeah. Fortnite highlights. What's up from Westboro? Good to see you on. No Face, Nam. Good to see you all on. Alrighty here. So, let's see here. On today's live stream, I will get your comments in just a second. I will say, I guess today's live stream, my idea or thought of what I want to do is I want to share a little bit about, I guess, my life journey. I know that I have talked about it, but I guess my goal for today's live stream is to maybe give you an idea or like an offering of what life might be like, and I'll kind of share with you the path that I've taken in my life, which you already know. I'm a inspirational speaker. I try to travel around when I speak, but I also want to give you kind of perspective of maybe what my friends are doing, and essentially the point of it is to just share with you like the various opportunities that we have in our life. And I guess at the end of the day, it's just for you to be more aware of your different options. What can you do in your life? Does that sound good? We could talk about other stuff too. This is your live stream, but I want to do something that's informative. Yeah, so you let me know. Does that sound good to you to talk about kind of my life story in a way, which I'm sure many of you heard, but I want to take it from a slightly different approach. Yeah. And I just want to help you kind of realize the different paths in life that you could take. Caitlin, good to see you on. Jimmy Valdivia, good to see you on as well. Venomoth. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Nesbills. Alrighty. Sounds good. Thank you for the confirmations. Before I do start, I will, I guess I'll quickly read through comments just to address anything. Let's see. Jonathan says, I left a message at 3. Isn't showing up. Weird. When did I post? What? How do you leave one that early? I don't think I'd set this reminder until like 4 p.m. or something. Fishing Guru says, beautiful day here in Moscow. Goodness. Let's see here. Alrighty. Cereal. I did not have cereal today. No. What's up with that question, man? Why you gotta keep asking? Nesbill says, story of Stacy 2, prom. You know what's funny? Nesbills, I don't know how much you know about the Stacy story, but there's actually a part of the story where I do ask her to a dance, and that's like a whole nother funny story that I don't really have a chance to share that very often anymore in my speech presentations because it doesn't really tie in with my message. But it's a pretty funny story. Yeah. Alrighty. So for today, yeah, I figured many of you who are on right now, or maybe watching this a little bit later, a lot of you are students, middle school, high school, mostly middle school, I would think, at least in this point, especially because Westboro was the most recent presentation. And regardless, whether you're in grade school or you've graduated from that, you're working, it doesn't matter. I think we could always learn from people's experiences. So, I'll try to summarize my story in a quick nutshell. So, as many of you know, growing up, I grew up with very low self-esteem, always comparing myself with my older brother and sister who had the straight A's. They were, in my eyes, they were quote unquote perfect. As for myself, I felt like I was the black sheep of the family. I grew up always struggling to believe in myself, to have that confidence. And I remember I mean, middle school is middle school. You know, I had my challenges. I did have good friends, and I was part of the quote unquote cool Asian kids in middle school. Once I got into high school, I didn't fit in with my cool Asian friends anymore. And I ended up finding like a different group of friends. So I think when I was in high school, I started feeling a little bit, just a little bit like not, I don't know, I guess not as popular as a person. And I guess, I always had this fear of not being good enough. I always wanted to be a cool kid or whatever it was. Anyway, I just knew in my heart that I didn't fit in that group. So anyway, um, life goes on. I had the friends that I had, which are great friends, and still great friends to this day. Yeah. So after high school, uh, let's see. Let me know if you want any more details, but I'm gonna give you like hopefully the shorter version of it. After high school, I graduated, went to college. I didn't get into UCLA like my brother and sister did, so I was a little bit disappointed in myself. But it was expected because my grades weren't that great compared, UCLA level. But I still did get into my backup school, which is UC Riverside. At this point in my life, when I went to college, I was still a little bit confused what I wanted to do with my life. I knew I had a passion in helping other people, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. I thought hearing what I hear from my parents, I thought I had to do something related with business, meaning, getting a stable corporate job or, a job with a salary. So I pursued that. After I graduated from college, I applied to be a Target, like the retail store, Target executive team leader, which is like it's like a little bit like of a assistant manager. I got the offer, but then they took it away from me. I don't know why. Literally, like I still don't know why. Till this day, they said we can't tell you why. I'm like, what? I'm so confused. Anyway, I was a little bit disappointed at the time because I was really looking forward to working, a full time job with decent pay and everything like that. But that didn't happen. So I ended up after that, I spent another 3 months job searching for another job. It was a very sad, depressing time because when you graduate from college, it's like a lot of your friends are all trying to find jobs. At least my friends were, and a lot of them had jobs. And then I'm one of the few people who didn't have a job and was still looking for one. So for 3 months, I felt like I was, I guess, in a way, a little bit inadequate. Like I was kind of lost. Like, who wants to hire me? I don't know what skills I have. I don't feel very confident in myself. I had a lot of self doubt, but eventually, luck has it, and hard work and networking and finding jobs, I eventually get a job at a very reputable company, which is called NBC Universal. I worked there for 8 months. It was a very easy job. Didn't really challenge me. Um, that little short term contract ended. I moved jobs. Let's see. I was unemployed for a few months after that. I moved into my next job at Sony Pictures, where I worked about a year and a half. And while sitting at a job, kind of for a paycheck, because the thing is, like, when you graduate, you're supposed to make your own money. So that's what I did. And over time, when I was sitting at my desk, I just didn't, I don't know, it didn't fulfill me. I felt very drained whenever I went to work. Of course, I did my best. I appreciated the work that I had because, I mean, it was very decent money, but just inside, I didn't feel fulfilled. So I don't know. I definitely lost passion for my job. It was just, I was just there. I was just there because I had a job and I had responsibilities. So that's what I did. And after that year and a half, one day I got pulled into my boss's office and he said, Richard, we're letting you go. And I'm just like, I sat in the office, and the typical thing to think about when you get let go is, what's funny? I just realized all of what I'm saying is pretty much in my Draw My Life video on my channel. If you have, I don't know if you've seen that. It's, yeah. Anyway, so I get let go from Sony Pictures. And in that moment, I was just like, am I supposed to be sad or happy? Because in my mind, I'm just like, I kind of feel happy. I feel like it was the exact moment where I wanted to kind of quit my job, or like quit the whole corporate entertainment, working for someone else. I just didn't want to work for anyone else anymore. And that's when I started my own business, speaking and making YouTube videos and also coaching. And that was about 4 years ago. So was that 2014? I think it was like, I don't know, 2014. Yeah, I think it was 2014. So that's how I ended up where I am today. And what I'll say is kind of the cool thing about life is that we all get to choose our own path. So I don't know how old you are right now, but just know that life is magical, that we get to choose our own path. And yeah, that's the cool thing about life. And honestly, that's kind of a cool thing about America too, which is America has this, this philosophy of like being able to choose a job that you're passionate about. I don't know. Have any of you watched Crazy Rich Asians by any chance? The movie? I just watched that like last week. Yeah, less than a week ago, a couple days ago. And pretty much it talks about how Asian culture, how you're supposed to follow what your parents want you to do. And I would say that was pretty similar to my own parents. And sometimes having like pursuing your passion over what the family wants you to do could be considered disrespectful. I don't want to say shameful, but like disrespectful to the family, because it's always family first. So anyway, if you live in America, I think we're very privileged to have that luxury of pursuing our passion, if that exists. And even if your parents may not necessarily agree with your passion, at least we have more of an opportunity to. I will say right now that especially my mom did not agree with me doing speaking, because she thought it was very unstable. She thought, I'm not getting a paycheck and everything like that. So, but at the end of the day, this is my life, and I'm very happy that I'm doing what I'm doing today, and literally living the dream. So I can't complain. I so wish I had another brain right now reading your comments, because I see a lot of comments coming in, and I do want to read them. I'll read them in a second though. So before I do read your comments, I want to talk a little bit about my friends, like what are my friends up to? So my friends, I don't know. I mean, everyone's kind of doing something different. I have a friend who is, she's in residency to become, so she's on track to becoming a doctor, which is awesome. She's pursuing her passion. I have another friend who is working in corporate, went the very standard corporate job route, which is, it's okay. Let's see, other paths. You know what? I'm thinking about friends. A lot of friends, friends who are accountants. I got friends who are a lot of corporate people in the corporate space, people in real estate. And I mean, I have met other entrepreneur friends who are, running their own businesses, many of them very, very successful, making lots of money. But that's a very specific group. So point is, really, it's like whatever you want to do with your life, you get to decide. And what I realized, it's like one little decision can really change your life in a way. It's that decision. Like, let's say you want to become an artist or something, and you hesitate and you hesitate and you hesitate, and you're just like, no, I don't know if I should do it. And that hesitation is, I think it's going to kill your dreams. Like like I think if you want to do something, you just do it. That's pretty much it. Too many people hesitate too much, and they let life dictate life. They let their life dictate. Wait, hold on. They let their circumstances dictate their life. Meaning, I guess I have this job. I guess, I got to work this job. No, it's like if you don't want to work that job, you make a conscious decision. I don't want to do this. I quit, and this is what I'm going to do instead. So, too many people, stay in their little comfort zone, and yeah. So, do what you're passionate about. That's what I gotta say. With that being said, let's dive into your comments because I see a lot of comments. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna start back and I'm gonna work my way back. People, first of all, let's see. Steven, Meg, who else is on right now? Jer, Wakeful for the win. Anyone else? I'm just checking who's on right now. All right, cool. We're not too far behind in comments. Let's do this. Alrighty. Matthew Ing says, I saw you last week because you went to our school. Sweet. Last week? Wait, what? I'm like, I don't remember being out of school last week. Was that last week? Monday? Westboro? Matthew. Westboro was this week. I'm like, what school did I go to last week? I don't feel like I went to a school last week. Yeah. Anyway, we saw each other. Awesome. Jonathan says, I don't know, Richard. Somebody asked the question about 4 live streams in a row and they stopped, so I revived the question. Not sure. Jonathan says, I might start a business I have been wanting to do for a while. Sweet. Do it. Jonathan says, I'll be back in a little bit. Going to watch your video on grades, Richard. Sweet. Nam says, I feel like the loser in my family. I graduated high school with a terrible GPA where my sister's got a 4.7 GPA and acceptance to UCLA. Dude, man, that's like literally my family story too. My brother and sister, my sister got like a 4.8 GPA, and I think my brother got like a 4.6 or 4.7 GPA, and they both went to UCLA. Exactly. Let's see here. Koala says, hey, Richard, do you like playing? Wait, I do like playing games. Oh, I do like playing games. And oh, whoops. Hold on. All right, Koala, I'm going to read your comment. Excellent. Click send. Okay. I'm 14. I have mixed feelings between girls and boys, but I tend to like this girl at school. I'm a car enthusiast. I love playing video games like Fortnite. Is this normal? Is this normal? Did this happen to you? Have mixed feelings growing up? Let's see. People say it was about hormones changing. Okay. All right. So hold on. Let me see. I'm not sure if I don't know if I'm reading this correctly. Let me check this. You said I'm 14. I have mixed feelings between girls and boys. And then you also like cars. You love playing video games. Okay. So Koala. Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that you have mixed feelings between girls and boys. What I'm hearing is that you might be attracted to both. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm not. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's see. You like playing games. You like cars. So is this normal? Is what you're asking. How do I say? Is this normal? I don't know. Like my question is, how do you define normal? I almost want to say, is it normal for you? And I mean, I almost want to say yes. It's like, I can't say that I had feelings for boys. I like girls. But if you have feelings for boys and girls, in my opinion, this can be whatever, political, religious, whatever. But like, in my opinion, like there's nothing wrong with liking guys and girls. Like that's my opinion. I think, however you're created is how you're created. So if you like guys and girls, it is what it is, and give yourself permission and freedom to just see where your heart goes in a way and be open to it. What else? In terms of you liking cars and, Fortnite and other games, playing games, I think that's a perfectly normal thing. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it so much. Just let your heart be free. Let your heart just go in whatever direction that it feels like. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong because your heart wants what it wants. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Nesbill says, I've learned to not take insults from people with anime. Not I'm not 100% clear. Let's see. Giacomo, do you remember me from Sequoia Middle School? Oh, goodness. Giacomo, I have no idea who you are because you're behind a username. I don't see your face. I don't see your name. I have no idea who you are. Let's see. Jimmy, let's see. Alrighty. That's supposed to I lost passion to liking Ugandan Knuckles memes. That was a pretty funny meme thing. Let's see. What did your siblings do for work? So my brother, when my brother was 25 years old, he was already managing a full Target store with 200 to 300 employees. So that's my brother. He is still doing that. He's been working for Target for like at least 10 years at this point, and he's amazing at his job. Like he has, I don't know, he probably has, a lot of natural leadership talent, but he's also worked really, really hard at developing his leadership skills. So I'm really impressed by my brother there. My sister, who's the oldest, she is running her own IT or information technology recruiting company. So what my sister does is she helps large corporations or like, I don't want to say large corporations. She helps businesses hire like top-notch talent. So for example, if you own a company, but you're like, oh my goodness, I want to hire a really good person, but I don't know where to find them. My sister is the one who finds these amazing people and then hires them for certain companies. Yeah. Nam says, what did your parents say when you decided to start your own business? My mom essentially didn't believe that I was going to do it. Like she thought, well, okay, look, my mom I don't think she ever believed in me in terms of like, I don't think she ever thought I was capable of like starting my own business. I don't want to quote that, like, like that's for 100% sure, but I always got this vibe that my mom didn't believe I was responsible enough to start my own business. So she kept pushing me to, go get a job. And, throughout the whole process of me trying to start my own business, she's like, okay, great, go get a job, go make money. And then maybe you could do it, like it's always make money, make money, make money. So, yeah. And for me, I just told my mom, I'm just like, look, if I'm working a job, I'm going to be so busy working. I'm going to be tired when I get back home that I'm not going to have energy to focus on my business. So I told her, I said, I'm not going to work because that's going to take away my energy and my time and my freedom. So, yeah, she was against it, but as I continued to book more speaking gigs, she saw, I guess a little bit more potential. But even then, it's starting up a business is not easy. It takes time. And yeah, it's not easy it definitely is not easy to make money. I mean, it could be if you're super hardworking genius and really leverage everything. But yeah. Best way to make money is to invest in cat costumes, says Nutspills. Sweet. Nam says, I want to be a doctor, but my parents told me that I'm stupid and should become an RN instead of an MD. Oh, goodness. I don't know what's like. I mean, what I would say is like, hey, like you should do what you want to do, Nam, and everyone, like if you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. It's parents aren't always right, is what I gotta say. But also balance being realistic. I'm not saying anything. I don't know your situation, Nam. If you feel like you can be a doctor, you're on track for that. Go for it. Yeah. Nesbill says, I'm mad about. Oh, nice one. Nice palindrome. I like it. Oh no! Everything just like randomly super scrolled. Okay. Steven says, I want to be an engineer for the Army. My brother is an engineer for the Army. Sweet. Meg, hello. Good to see you. How do you even get a GPA higher than a 4.0? I'm barely hanging on to a 2.0 to 2.5. Weighted classes is how you get it higher than a 4.0. Usually, I think that usually is in high school only. Middle, I don't know. I haven't heard of a middle school that has higher than that. Yeah, and then college, I don't think college does higher than 4.0 either. It's when you take like advanced courses and stuff. Let's see. Oh, Giacomo. I vaguely remember. I believe I think I remember you asking me to subscribe to you, and then I think I said, wait, I'm no, I'm mixing something else. Diego Estrada, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Nesta my talent is to make low quality memes. Who are you? Are you asking who I am? My name is Richard. You could watch my videos and know who I am. Jamie says, "How's your day so far?" My day is pretty good. Yeah, this week's been good. By the way, Westboro, I just want to let you know that thank you very much, Westboro. You all made I guess you made my day, maybe my week. And I will say, when presentations go well, or when I have like a good time at school, it also helps kind of bring up my week. And it definitely has helped me. Like, let's see, that was on Monday. So Tuesday, usually when I get back from a presentation, I try to kind of unwind, relax a little bit. So Tuesday was a little bit more of a chill day. Today is Wednesday, and I did get some work done today. So thank you, everyone from Westboro, for making my week great. And, I feel good. Yes. Thank you very much. Maria, good to see you on. Yay. Maria says, can't make it today, but happy Wednesday. Hope you have a great, a good stream. Thank you, Maria. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday as well. Princess Amanda says, I typed how to not be stupid and somehow ended up here. What? I'm so curious. How to not be stupid. I don't have any videos idled that. Wait, oh, I see it. That's so funny. I can't believe I'm like, there's no way a video of mine would pop up under that if you search that. So there's actually a video. There's a video that I made called "You Are Not Stupid." That's funny. I practically forgot about that video. That was uploaded like 2 years ago. Jonathan says, welcome, Amanda, by the way. Jonathan says, yo, Richard, now that we have met your brother, when do we get to meet your sister? I don't know. I don't know. My sister lives really far away. I mean, compared to my brother. So I don't know. And I don't know. I don't think my sister is as interested in like hanging out as my brother is. Yeah, like she has her own life and family and stuff like that. So yeah. Hello, Korean. Is that Kim Id? I don't remember how Id. I almost said like Idman or something like that. Yeah. Why is there so many 7th and 8th graders? Because Westboro, that's why. All right. John says, best way to make money is to invest in You Matter shirts and sell them for 10x the price on eBay. There we go. Jimmy says, I hate my name. What? Why would you hate your name? Alrighty here. How do you raise your GPA? By studying, by doing all your homework, studying more, and asking for help. That's how you raise your GPA. Yeah. Anyone can do it. So if you want to improve your GPA, you just got to put in the work. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the simple, non-magical formula: is just study more, do your work, and ask for help. Sarah says, like, I kind of made a friend in the past 2 weeks, and I'm happy because of it. Sarah, I'm happy for you. By the way, well, I'm like, out of all the people, Sarah, just letting you know, the the shirt got mailed out today, so you should be getting it. Well, I don't know, in like probably Saturday, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly. Jimmy says, Richard question, I've been bullied because my name. What should I do? Let's see. What should you do? If you're being bullied because of your name, what do I say? I'm trying to word this properly. It's like, bullies are going to be bullies. You can't really control what other people do, but you could control how you respond to it. So, honestly, I understand it's easy to feel hurt or bothered when people bully because it's annoying. It's whatever. It's frustrating and all that stuff. For me, if I were in your position and someone were to bully me because of my name, Richard, also known as Dick. Dick is a nickname for Richard, if you know that. So, if people called me by Dick or whatever it was and I, felt hurt, honestly, what I would do is I would stop trying to worry so much about what other people are saying, because so what? Like, who cares if other people are making fun of you? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, does that mean you're less than someone because of your name? No. Like, it's your name, own your name, enjoy it. Like today, if someone calls me a dick, like, oh, hey, Dick, Richard, haha, Dick, get it? Like, I would be like, cool. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me anymore. Why? Because it's like, Richard is my name, So Jimmy, for whatever, like, if people are bullying you about your name or anything, just like, I don't know, just ignore it. Like, don't put energy around it. Do your best to. Jimmy, let me know what other challenges that you got, because I want to talk a little bit deeper. Is this what I just said to ignore it, solve all the problems? Probably not. So I want to know deeper. What's going to come up if you try to ignore it? Then why might that be a challenge for you? Okay, so let's try to dig a little bit deeper there. But yeah, in general, I would say, I don't know, like, once you start understanding why people bully, I don't know, like, for me, I've learned compassion. I've learned empathy. So when I see a bully, by the way, I get bullied, even till this day. Not by a lot of people, but there is a certain internet troll that might even be watching this video right now, who, is high, who massively bullies me. And and quite frankly, has a mental health condition. That's partially the reason why I continue to get bullied. I don't say that as a, offensive thing. It is what it is. And yeah, I don't know. I empathize. I understand people are going through their own challenges. But yeah, I don't know. Just, it doesn't bother me anymore. I accept people as they are. So Jimmy, same thing goes to you. Understand that people who bully are just, they're hurting themselves. And that's why they got to put other people down so they could feel bigger and better. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. Anxiety says, just know me and Richard have the same way, and we found it much harder with a terrible nickname. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dain. Hey, there we go. Okay, I said in that. I don't remember what I said. I was somewhat close. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. When I see your name, Dain, that actually sounds a little bit Chinese. Da is big. I don't know what yin is, but anyway. What schools did you go to? Tongue plays. If you're talking to me, what schools, like when I grew up, or are you saying like to go speak at? Tongue plays. You can clarify that. Okay, let's see. John says, I can't get this one song out of my head. What do I do? You listen to the music and you just own it. That's what you do. Meg says, I've been watching your live streams for a couple weeks now, and I love how you're so interactive with us. Thank you, Meg. Yeah. And I know that's the beauty of live streams. Like, literally, I love doing live streams, and I guess there's kind of a reason why I stopped making videos. Like, the short form videos, which are very useful. I really should be making them. It's just they're such a chore to make. Live streams are just so much more fun. Yeah. What? Do you remake beer? My name starts with a J? Not sure. Is Eldrick? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I did forget. Sarah says he used to be a little violent, and me and my other friends had to stop him from starting a fight a few days ago. But honestly, he's really nice once you get to know him. Sarah, that's awesome, and I love hearing about learning about people underneath kind of the surface, because sometimes people judge other people based off their actions and what they see on the outside, but they don't get to know who they actually are. Diane says, I got bullied for my name too in America where I lived in California because my parents didn't legally change my name. Jonathan says, Richard, if you ever get called Dick, you can be compared to Nightwing. I don't know who Nightwing is. Anxiety says, Richard, me too. My name is also Richard, and it's so annoying, but I don't care. It's my name. Cool, whatever. But the first time someone told me that, I cried. Oh. Let's see here. Jamie says, "Can you swear on the stream?" I like that. Everyone's like, no. Yeah, I don't swear on the stream. No, we got this PG stream, Kayla. Oh, Kayla. I'm sorry. Kayla, you're gonna have to remind me where we met, Kayla. I'm so sorry, Kayla. Yeah. Please refresh my memory, Kayla. Jonathan says, what does everyone think of the new iPhones? Oh, I literally just learned about it less than 30 minutes ago when I watched an Apple ad on YouTube. All right, John, I'm going to Google. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Nightwing is also known as Dick Grayson. Got it. Superhero from DC. Gotcha. For a second, I thought it was like a YouTuber or something. Okay. Nam says, I hate how the new iPhones don't have a home button. What do you do to go home? Steven says, I don't like Apple products. Justin, good to see you on. Justin says, hi, Richard. How's it going? I got a live question to ask. Justin, go for it. I'm so looking forward to answering more live questions because that's what this live stream is about. Diego says, I'm in bed. Sweet. Let's see. How's it going? It's going great. Yeah, life is good. I'm very grateful, very, very grateful for everything that's happening. By the way, I want to take this opportunity to just let you know, I don't know how your life is like right now, but just know that life can always get better, and the choices we make definitely make a huge difference. I'm not saying my life is perfect. It definitely isn't. There are plenty of bad days in a way, or how do I say this? There's plenty of days where I feel negative or whatever, low. But I will say that I'm pretty sure if I kept doing the same thing, like, making bad life decisions, that my life would not be as fulfilling and fruitful as it is today. Again, not saying my life is perfect, because it's not. But back to that. If you want to have a quote unquote good life or whatever, it really, I think making those right decisions, even the tiny stuff matters. Small things like, I'll give you a quick example. This afternoon, this afternoon, I was tired. I was like, oh man, I really want to take a nap. So I almost took a nap. And right before I took a nap, I was just like, hold on, Richard. Do you really want to take a nap? Because if you take a nap, that's going to take a lot of time from your day. Or do you want to do something that's more productive? And in that split second, I made a decision. Let's just, be tired and just keep moving on with the day. Because, I guess there's a powerful question that I learned, which is, what's going to make today great? And I knew in that moment, taking a quick nap was, or not even quick nap. My naps are long sometimes. Taking a nap would not make my day great. But being productive and handling situations, replying back to emails, doing a lot of chores, errands, that would make my day great. And that's what I did, and I feel great about it. So my point is, if you want a good life, little life decisions, they add up. So one by one, just do your best to do the right thing in your own eyes. Yeah, it makes a difference. The compound effect. If you haven't read that book, read the book or watch a YouTube. Google the compound effect book summary, so you can learn what that is. Pretty much, the compound effect is like, one. I don't know the exact analogy. Yeah. So here's an example of the compound effect. Okay. So compound effect, the definition is essentially, if you do a lot of small things over and over again, it's going to create a big result. So for example, let's talk about losing weight. If you go to the gym once, it's not going to change your life. But if you go to the gym every single day for okay, hold on. If you go to the gym for 5 minutes, if you exercise for 5 minutes once, it's not going to do anything, or not that much. If you exercise for 5 minutes every single day, you're going to start to notice more of a difference. Okay. So that's the idea of the compound effect, that you do a little bit of things, if you add on a little bit more, it's going to drastically improve your life. Alrighty. Cool. Sarah says it's so weird because he gets detention all the time and he's really strong and stuff, but he always asks how my day is going and hugs me and says I'm his friend, and it's just so interesting. Nice. Yeah. That warms my heart. I like it. Jimmy says, let's see. So here's a deeper part of my bullying. So in French, when I try to speak, they say, "Shut up, Jimmy," and I could just never speak in that class. Also, no one liked me because I'm stupid. Jimmy, first of all, thank you for sharing. Number two, let's see. I'm going to say you're not stupid. Okay. Honestly, Jimmy, I understand. I have experienced a lot of, I guess, bullies who will say things like, "Hey, shut up, Jimmy," or "Shut up, Richard." I've experienced that before. Okay. Don't take that stuff personally. Like, people will tell you to shut up because they are insecure, or they want to be more powerful because they're insecure. Okay. So if someone tells you to shut up, just like I don't know. For me, it's like, essentially just ignore it. Don't let that bother you, or do your best to. It's like, I don't know, like what kind of credibility does this person have when they say "Shut up, Jimmy"? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's all. And if it's multiple people, it's, I don't know. For me, I would just keep being you. Like, do what you got to do in your French class and just speak up as you should. So that's what I would do, at least. Of course, it is situational. We want to make sure that you're, whatever, safe and not getting physically harmed and stuff like that. So that's obviously something else that we should look out for. Tongue Play says, Rich, if you're able to say both, that would be great. So what schools did I go to? Let's see. Well, that's really detailed. I don't know that's too much to answer. So here's how I'm going to answer it. Schools I went to, I grew up in Fountain Valley area, so I went to Fulton Middle School and Fountain Valley High School. Those are, and UC Riverside. If you want to know what schools I've spoken at, you can actually go on my website, richardkuo.com, and look under the schedules tab. You'll see all the schools that I've visited in the past 4 years. Yeah. So that's how you can learn. Tongue plays. That's how you could figure out what schools I've been to. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to go to Justin's comment. Justin says, so basically, Richard, throughout the last few years, I've gone through a lot of changes in my life, minor, but still upsetting. That upsets me. And today I just got another change in my life that was upsetting. What would be your advice on upsetting life changes? I'm sick of this happening to me because all it does is leave me with nostalgia. I know life changes for everyone at times, but yeah. So Justin, it would help me to understand a little bit more of your situation. I don't know if you're open to sharing. But if not, here, I'll try to answer it. So let's say you got life changes, things in your, okay, let's say something happens in your life that makes you have to change and it's annoying, it's upsetting, whatever it is. Whether you're moving, maybe it's separation of a relationship or friendship, whatever it is. Okay. So wait, hold on. So something changes in your life. What do you do? For me, if something changes in your life, the thing that comes right away in my mind is learn to just embrace and accept change. Change is inevitable. Change is going to happen. You cannot control change. It's going to happen. So embrace change. Embrace the fact that life is going to bring you different directions. One of a quote that I love that was taught to me by the girl I was dating. Her name is Christine. Amazing woman, and I'm still friends with her. So she taught me this phrase, which is amor fati. Amor means love, just like in Spanish, amor means love. Fati means fate. So love of fate, amor fati. Essentially, what love of fate or amor fati means is just love what fate is given to you. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter if it's quote unquote negative. Just embrace it. Love that, trust, like fate is going to happen. Whatever's going to happen, it happens. Just enjoy the process. I don't know. For me, I almost always see the silver lining of things. So meaning I always see if a negative thing happens, I see something positive. For example, me having to take care of my dad for 2 years. That was very, very, very challenging, time consuming, very, very stressful. I had massive anxiety and stress, and it was impossible to sleep normal hours because my dad was essentially like literally a baby. Like it was literally taking care of a baby when I was taking care of him. It was very challenging. So was it stressful? Yes. I'm not going to deny that. Let's see. That was a huge life change. So what do you do? Or what do I do? You embrace the life change. You can't change it. So just embrace it. Embrace like, okay, for me, instead of complaining like, oh my goodness, I got to take care of my dad. Oh my goodness, I have no freedom. How am I supposed to go out on dates? How am I supposed to be in a relationship when I got to take care of my dad, who's essentially my boyfriend at this point, because I spent so much time with him, and then I have to cook him food. I got to clean up after him. He poops in himself. He pees on the ground. He leaves doors open, leaves the water running. What am I supposed to do? You just deal with it. Okay. So my point is, if you got something that happens to you, you deal with it. And then you see, okay, how can this be a benefit to me? Okay. There's always a silver lining. There's always positives. For example, in my situation, how's the benefit? I get to spend more time with my dad. Look, I was forced to. I don't have the best relationship with my dad, but at least I had the chance to get to know my dad more because I was forced to. So embrace it. Okay. Now that's number one. Other things that were great. My dad had a handicap placard. Guess what? Just because I had all the advantage was whenever I wanted to, we went somewhere, we got to park in the handicap spot, which is awesome because sometimes it's hard to find parking. So look, you got to find the silver lining. You got to find the positives in your life changes. If you get rejected by someone, cool. That means another opportunity to meet new people, new friends or new relationships. It's like life goes on. So that's what I got to say. Hopefully that was helpful. If it's not, let's talk more because I felt like that's everything that you need to know. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Diego's gone, but if you're still here, goodbye, Diego. Nam says change is always hard to deal with. Indeed. GB Gaming says you went to my school. I'm guessing Westboro. Welcome to the channel. Oh, wait. Oh, Sequoia Middle School. Yeah. Sequoia. I was just talking with Mr. Honey today. Yeah. Briefly via email. That's funny. Diane says, I can't get used to the sleep schedule. I'm sleepy and it's noon where I moved to. Change is extra hard for me because I got Asperger's. Gotcha. I don't know what it's like dealing with change and Asperger's at the same time. Yeah, I do have a friend with Asperger's, but yeah, I don't know too much the details of it. Yeah, Tongue Plays. I don't know if you asked this question before or after. If you want to know what schools I've been to, go on my website. They're all listed there. Let's see. Sarah, I remember the first time I found you on a channel, you were talking about addiction on a live stream. Nice. I feel like it was a while ago, which is awesome. Nam says, I went to school in Orange County as well. So I am also interested to know if you went to my school. I mean, you could tell me what school you went to, or you could, yeah, if you tell me what school, I'll let you know if I went to it. Honestly, I've only been to a handful of schools in Orange County, surprisingly. I don't know why. I haven't been to that many Orange County schools. I've been to a good amount of NorCal schools. I've been to a lot of LA schools, just Orange County, so-so. Yeah. Miss Sarah says, by the way, I just want to tell everyone that I believe in them and support them. Everyone here is so unique and beautiful. I agree, Sarah. Did everyone hear that? I'm just going to repeat that. Sarah says that she wants to tell everyone, all of you, that she believes in you and she supports you and you are unique and beautiful. Yes, you are. Steven says, my parents split up a couple weeks ago. Part of me wants to say sorry to hear that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, usually, you know, it's like, it's for the better. You know, I mean, if they're split, there's a reason they're split. And I mean, regardless, I just hope that everything goes well in everyone's journey of life. You know, your mom, dad, and yourself, and everyone else who's involved. Blurry says, lately I started starving myself because I don't feel good enough. Whenever I eat, I just feel so worthless and emotional. It feels like every day I have to try survive a day without eating. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah. Hold on. I'm Blurry. Hold on. I'm gonna hold that thought. I know I'm gonna read some other comments to see if there's any responses here. Nam says, "Don't cut yourself anymore. I also understand your pain and suffering. I've been dealing with a lot as well, and just know that it will get better." Isaiah, what's going on, brother? Good to see you on. Sarah says, Blurry, a month or two ago, I was battling an eating disorder. You need to know that if you keep doing that, you won't please anybody, not anyone around you or yourself. Focus your feelings on something else like writing or drawing. What's your passion? Can I just say, literally 4 months ago, I was constantly moping around, not eating and pushing everyone away. And now I'm here and I'm happy. And that's one of the most amazing things life has given me. Sarah, you're awesome. Sarah, thank you so much. Like, seriously, Sarah, I'm so happy for you. Like, I remember, I'm just thinking, like, I remember when you were on these live streams months ago, and I remember when you were in such a dark place, and I don't know, you seem so much better. I'm so happy to hear that you're doing better, Sarah. Yeah, and thank you, Sarah. Like, Sarah, this world needs you, seriously, and thank you. I mean, Blurry, YouTube, this world needs you. All of you on this live stream, this world needs you. Why? Because Sarah is such a perfect example of this. Like, literally, you know, when we go through challenges, when we have life challenges, like such as the ones that all of you are dealing with right now, your life challenges become your gift. You know, it becomes your story. It becomes the obstacle that you have that you learn to overcome so you could help other people get out of that same situation. So, yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm inspired, I guess. Anyway, Blurry. I'm gonna go back to Blurry for a second. So, yeah. Blurry, honestly, I think Sarah has I almost want to say Sarah has more things to say than myself. I think she's more credible considering she's been in that same situation, and I can't say I have exactly. So, you know, I would definitely kind of listen to what Sarah is saying. Yeah. But if I had to add anything to it,
I'm going to read this one more time, just so I'm clear. Blurry says, I started starving myself because I don't feel good enough. Whenever I eat a cut, I just feel so worthless and emotional. It feels like every day I have to survive a day without eating. So from my own perspective, I don't know if what I'm saying, matters to you at all, but for me, I just want to let you know that you are good enough, that you do matter. Seriously. It's like, I don't know. It kind of hurts to hear when people say that they don't feel good enough, because no one should ever feel like they're not good enough. Nobody is, how do I say this? Everyone is enough. And I don't say that in just like a cheesy, umbrella term, everyone's enough. Like really, when you start to see your gift, when you start to see your own beauty that you have, the gift that you are to this world, you'll start to see why you are enough and why you matter. Again, I think Sarah's a great example. I remember talking to Sarah months ago when she definitely did not feel like that. But yeah, Sarah, I do hope you're doing better, as it seems like you are. But yeah. But Blurry, Sarah, everyone else, thank you for being here. Just wanted to say that. We're not ending yet. I just want to say that. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you being here. Okay. Oh, Nam says I went to La Quinta High School. That's awesome. I kind of want to ask, what year did you graduate, Nam? The LQ is right down the street. I mean, I went to Fountain Valley High School. I haven't officially spoken at La Quinta, but I have spoken at wait, hold on. LQ is that Westminster or is that Garden Grove Unified? I've spoken at Garden Grove Unified. And I've spoken at Key Club. So I do know I am connected with La Quinta. Yeah. So by the way, I don't know if you're in Key Club, but or I don't know how old you are, Nam, but yeah, I'm involved with Key Club still. So if you go to like Roseflow decorating, I'll be there. If you go to Decon or convention, I'll be there as well. Those are the two things I do every single year. And RTC, I'll be at RTC if you're in Key Club. Yeah. So, yep. Alrighty. Jonathan, see you on Friday. Thanks for being here. And yes, have a great night. Just Incredible says, my newest life change is I'm currently in university for visual effects. What they are teaching me right now is stuff I've never ever done before, and it's super hard to learn since I have Asperger's. And today I found out that stuff I'm doing is stuff I'm doing. Wait, what? I'm doing stuff for the majority, like 3/4 of the year. I feel blackmailed and helpless because I was promised something else. Let's see. Gotcha. So what you're doing is challenging. Okay. Justin, I see that. That's a big life challenge, and I could put myself in your position where like coursework that like just sucks for me. So Justin, you have several choices here. Okay. I'm going to take out the option of complaining about your situation. Let's take that out because complaining is not going to help your situation. Okay. So I think your two main choices right now, number one is if you want to do VFX and whatever you're doing right now, like, this is what you want to do, then I think, this is the, okay. Hold on. Let's start over. You got to start where your heart wants to go. Where does your heart want to go? If your heart says this isn't right for me, not because of your limitations, but because of, it's not the right course, it's not your passion, whatever it is, then get away from it. But if your heart says this is what I should be doing, this is challenging, I got Aspies, this is super challenging for me, but I know this is what I should be doing, then I think that's a sign that we got to stop complaining and we got to double down and focus and, whatever, go ham. Like, just, I want to say like balls to the walls, like just do it. You know, like study hard, focus, ask for tons and tons of help. That's what I gotta say. Yeah. So Justin, if I were in your position right now, literally, you know, I understand the appeal of complaining, but complaining is not going to do anything for you. So make a decision. Are you doing this or are you not doing it? And then stick with it. And that's all. Yeah. It's, in my opinion, as much as it can be a challenging decision, I don't think it's that tough of a decision. Make a decision, commit to it. Take action. Yeah. Another thing, I don't know if I can't really speak to this completely, but another thing that I try not to do is let our challenges define who we are. So if you have Asperger's, that is a real thing. I don't deny that. For me, one thing I try to do is I try to continue to push myself despite whatever mental, physical challenges, emotional challenges that I have. You know, not make that an excuse. If you want to do VFX and you know that this is what you got to do, you got Asperger's, guess what? Let that be part of your story. Push hard. Do what you got to do. That's what I got to say. We all, I think you might have a, you know, disadvantage in many ways, but at the same time, I think you have your own special gifts as well, Justin. So try not to use your, I guess, disabilities as a crutch to the best of your abilities. They are real though. I don't deny that. Does that make sense? Alrighty. Sarah says, everyone here is important and crucial to this world. You are loved and you are worthy. And if nobody thinks that, I do. I will never stop believing in you guys. You are good enough. Let me tell you. Something someone told me once I was in a dark place. You are like money. You can be wrinkled up, you can be dropped, but you are still worth the same and you are still wanted. Oh, Sarah. Sarah, you're amazing. Thank you for the amazing, meaningful, heartfelt words. And Sarah, you are most definitely a gift and we appreciate you. Okay. So Sarah, continue to use your voice. I mean, this applies to all of you, but Sarah specifically right now, continue to use your voice because it's very, very much needed. And a lot of people need that gift, that love, that support that you give to other people, Sarah. So thank you. Diane says, I'm going to go take a nap on the floor because we are still unpacking in Busan. So there's a story of my life. It's cloudy and rainy here. Oh, all right. Enjoy your little nap on your floor. Take care. Nam says, I just graduated this June. How did we connect, Nam? Wait, Nam. Are you part of leadership, Nam? How do we connect? I mean, there has to be a reason why we connected. Steven says, I need to stop beating on myself for other mistakes. Isaiah says, it's Isaiah from the leadership training. I was the one with the vulnerability. Yo, Isaiah, I remember you, man, of course. Let's see. Scarlet and Destiny says, you went to my school, Westboro. I sure did. Justin said, wait, are you talking to me? Do I have any learning problems? If you're asking me if I have any learning problems, like officially, you know, medically diagnosed, no. And I've also kind of not chosen to be diagnosed, if anything. I will tell you, based off my own personal assessment, that I probably have some learning disabilities, probably. I just haven't really got it checked, really. I'm guessing I have like ADD or ADHD. That's my guess. Or some version of it. You know, it's a spectrum. So there's a huge part of me that has a very, very hard time focusing. And I think it's below average. But yeah, I try not to let that kind of be my story. And because look, I have other strengths, you know, I have the ability to connect with people. So I leverage that as my strength because not everyone has that. So we all have strengths and weaknesses, and you gotta use your strengths. Yeah. Justin, you're most welcome. You demand too. Nam says, I also had a low GPA in high school, but now I'm doing great in community college. I have all A's right now. Dude, Nam, are you my twin? Your brother, or sorry, your siblings went to UCLA. You didn't do well. You had a low GPA in high school, just like me. You're doing well in community college. You have all straight A's. Guess what? I had straight A's in college as well. Look at that. High school doesn't determine your future. In some ways, I understand what you're saying. In some ways, yes, it does, but in many ways, no, it doesn't. I get it. Going to a good college definitely does support you in having a good career. I mean, depending on what kind of career you want. Isaiah says, bye, gotta go. Sorry. My bad. Jeremiah. Sorry, I saw, not Isaiah, Jeremiah. Thank you for that reminder. I'm gonna work on trying to remember that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to remember names, so please be patient. Yeah, let me see here. All right. Honey, good to see you on. Honey says, OMG, hi Richard. I've been trying to be on, but I tried out for school soccer with my other teammates from youth soccer because our coach wanted us to, and I've been practicing 2 times a day. Honey, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. And I don't know how you are always on, like, despite how busy your schedule is. So thank you for hopping on, for a few minutes. I know I say this every single time you do it, but like, I really do appreciate it a lot. By the way, for anyone who's at Crescent Elk, crossing my fingers, I might be going back in February next year. I'm talking with Miss Went right now, who is the community, I'm gonna say like community outreach contact. So for anyone in the Del Norte / Crescent Elk area, I'm super excited to go back out there. Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. No, nothing has been officially confirmed, but roughly. Titanfall, good to see you on. Goodness gracious, Titanfall, remind me who you are. I remember you from last stream. I can't remember your name. You told me last time. Diane says, I don't even know if my grades will be transferred. If not, I will have to start from scratch because I don't know how schools in South Korea work on grading, so I'm probably going to be held back. Sad, but it's also okay too. Like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I don't know. It's okay. Life is life. Life is going to go on. So I don't know. Just sometimes if we can't control something, do the best that we can, of course. But if it's out of our control, just embrace the change. That's all. Like, it's not a big deal. Life is life. Life's gonna keep moving forward, and life will be okay. The B says, so big fan of the channel. What do you think of Childish Gambino retiring? Childish Gambino's retiring? Wait, did I know this already? Did I know this? I feel like I kind of knew this. Wait, if this is old news, like from a few months ago, then I feel like I know it. But it was kind of vague to me. Thoughts on it? I mean, Childish Gambino has been in the game for a while, so I don't know. I guess I can't say I'm the biggest fan. I respect the artist, but good for him is what I gotta say. I'm sure if you're a fan, you would be sad when Yellowcard, which was one of my bands, retired. I went to Yellowcard's second to last performance ever before they retired, and I was so glad that my brother brought me there. I was sad. I was a little sad. They've been playing for like 21 years. I'm pretty sure most of you don't know who Yellowcard is, but they were really big. They're a big part of my life because that's the music I listened to when I was in high school. Yellowcard. Yeah. Nam says, I'll pass on that one because you're commenting on someone else. Titanfalls, if you have low grades, work hard and never give up. Never let anyone let you down. Be proud. You matter. Yes. JCY, is that Juicy or JCY? Anyway, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Sarah says, when I'm older, I kind of want to be a motivational speaker or a baker. Dude, Sarah, you should be a motivational baker. How about that? You could be a motivational baker. It's. I was jokingly going to say it's a thing, but then I realized there probably are motivational bakers, meaning they're bakers, they're chefs, whatever it is, but they also inspire people to live better lives. So that is very much true. Sarah, if that's what you want to do, please don't stop yourself, because you have such a gift, Sarah. And yes, seriously, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, you have such a big heart, and you care about people far more than many people do. And I don't know, I feel like you're the only person who can do it the way that you do, Sarah. So please, the world 100% needs you. Yes. So please do what your calling tells you to do. 100%. Justin says, only advice I can give you is try getting an EA or tutor. I'm the dude that made up the pickup lines. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my mind's like, pickup lines. Sorry, Titan. It's so vague. Like, I don't know how. Like, I wish you could know how my brain works. Like, literally, when you say pickup lines, the neurons or whatever is going on in my brain, like, it clicks off. Oh, pickup lines. Yeah, I remember that, but I'm so confused. Like, it's so vague that I can't remember what the pickup lines were or when it was and stuff like that. So still vague. Goodness gracious. Okay, so that helps. The 7:30 live stream of yours. I do remember you being there when I was at the airport. I don't remember what they were. Anyway. Alrighty. Steven says Eminem needs to retire. No, never. Eminem should never retire. That guy's awesome. But yeah, he's getting pretty old. So I'm surprised he's still making music. I'm pretty impressed by that. Yo, we got Knuckles. What's up? Forgot about the stream. It's okay, you're here. Honey says, I know I talk about soccer a lot, but it's basically my life, and my dream is to become a famous soccer player. Awesome. I'm happy, honey. I'm so happy that you talk about soccer. Like, literally, I know you're passionate about it, and I love how committed you are to soccer. Like, literally every single live stream, soccer. It's like, it's beautiful. Keep it up. Don't change that. Nerdy Neko says, why am I passing my classes? Because you're awesome, and maybe you're studying, possibly. Sarah says, I tripped over my dog on accident. I feel so bad at all. As long as your dog is okay, everything will be okay. Alrighty. We're actually caught up with comments now. JCY says, will you ever put in gaming in your channel? I have in the past. I don't ever plan to make this a gaming channel. The focus and purpose of this channel is to help people build up their self-esteem, their confidence, and helping people with their, I guess you could say, to create community, to help people through their challenges in their life, especially middle school, especially teens. So that's the purpose of the channel. Once in a while, I will play whatever games and stuff, Fortnite with some of you once in a while. But yeah. Yes. Not focus on gaming. Honey says, yeah, thanks for my couch. Always, coach says, hard work beats skill when skill doesn't work hard. And perfect practice makes perfect. Yeah, nice one. Those are like the, I love it. That's like the typical motivational coach lines. I love it. Caitlin, welcome back. Good to see you on. Okay. Funny enough, I know you're back, Caitlin. I think we're going to end this live stream pretty soon. But before I do, I'll answer your questions. So feel free to drop any last minute questions in the comments. And I will also, before we end, I will wrap up on upcoming schedule as well as what's the other thing? Upcoming schedule and what else are we doing? And message of the day. Okay. So JC West says, what was your favorite game before? I would say my all-time favorite game is probably League of Legends. Yeah, which is surprising. It's surprising, but it's not surprising for me. StarCraft and Counter-Strike is games I've played since I was little. So yeah, like those two games they're like classic for me. But League of Legends, even though it's more recent of a game, as in my life, I think there's so many aspects of it that I really like. I love the competitive scene. I like the kind of the content creation and the cinematics that they do, the community, not the troll side of the community, but like the depth of the game is amazing. So yeah, League of Legends. Something that I love right now, all of you. Yes. Yeah, that's you, Sarah. You, Sarah. Yeah, seriously, it's another thing. Yeah, why I say that is, I don't know. It's like, I love this community because it's like, I don't know, so many different reasons. One part is I see myself in you, meaning when you talk about your challenges, I can relate with them. Like those are things that I've gone through in my life, or I'm not saying I've lived everything that you all have, but a lot of what you talk about are things that I've struggled with. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I see me in you. So that's part of it. And then another thing is like, I love seeing the different kinds of like personalities and I guess gifts that you all have, because everyone has their own gift. I love also seeing the, I don't know, just like the self-discovery of your own gifts. I think many of you are living your own life, your own perspective. And, I'm not here to drastically change your perspective overnight. You get to change your own perspective over time. But what I see is, I'm pretty sure I see a lot of things that many of you don't see about yourselves, because I see things differently than you do. So I love that. And, I'm, patiently chilling out here, waiting for you to discover your gift and why you're so amazing. So that's one thing I love. I also love the work that I do too, as a speaker. And I mean, this ties in perfectly, YouTube. So yeah, thank you for that awesome question. Caitlin, why do you keep mentioning dear Evan Hansen? What is the meaning of life? You should watch search my channel, Meaning of Life. I'm pretty sure you'll find some videos on it. I think the meaning of life or purpose of life is to be authentically happy. And I have multiple videos explaining what I mean by that. So yes. I love Unfair Mario. What does that mean? Nam says Dota 2. Sweet. Honey says, I just don't know what my life would be like if soccer was never invented, because it's my favorite sport and it's amazing. I love it. I love your passion for soccer, honey. Like literally, it's like, I was going to say, like, I wish I had that same passion in life as you did. And I mean, I do to some extent, but I think you're super, super passionate about soccer, which is amazing. And I think everyone should have that passion. Knuckles says, I have a crush on this girl. I'm not going to say her name. And I don't know how to converse with humans, so I can't even walk up to her and say hi. Any advice? I feel you, Knuckles. Let's see. Advice? What should you do if you have a crush on the person? Honestly, look, how do you talk to a girl that you have a crush on? You literally, it takes practice. Like, I know if this is one of your first times kind of having a crush / you're new to talking to girls that you have crushes on, it's always going to be awkward and uncomfortable, and you're going to feel, that anxiety. It's going to be there. You can't get rid of it. Like literally the only way to get rid of it is practice, meaning just go out there and try to say hi. If you get rejected, don't worry. Like that's part of the process. If you don't get the reaction that you want, it's okay. Literally, me, I'm 29 now. I've lived a good amount of life. I'm not super old. I'm still young, but I've had enough time to like plenty of girls and get rejected by plenty of girls. Dozens upon dozens of girls, hundreds, maybe even hundreds. So at this point, like, because I've quote unquote practiced saying hi to attractive girls, it's like, it doesn't bother me as much, or like it's easier to do now. Practice. And I get it. If this is your first crush and, you want this to be, the one, which is, I think that's kind of how it's like, especially when you have a crush on someone. Advice is create casual conversation, compliment. Hey, I like your hair, whatever it is, be authentic and try not to be too creepy too. Yeah. We could have a whole conversation on this, but that's all for now. Isaiah says the "You Matter" quote has made a really big impact on my friends with suicidal thoughts. Awesome, dude, Isaiah, that's awesome. I want to hear more. Seriously, like, I'm gonna be honest. The whole "You Matter" quote, there is a lot of thought that went into it. Like, it's like years and years of thought into something very simple. But I want to hear more about it, because I think I'm still in the process of kind of expanding. What is "You Matter" and how do we get deeper into conversations about "You Matter" and what it means? So Isaiah, I'd love to hear your feedback on your thoughts on the "You Matter" quote and stuff like that. Cool. Alrighty. I told my dad about helping you make the shirt and he told me he was proud of me. Oh, yay. Go Sarah. And you get the you get one too. I'm happy for you, Sarah. Caitlin says, I suffer from really bad social anxiety. You're not alone, Caitlin, and everyone else who struggles with social anxiety. Like that is more common than you think. It's like, the funny thing is, like, when we have social anxiety, and I mean, really bad social anxiety is, the next level. But when we have social anxiety, we think we're the awkward ones and everyone else is like, they got their stuff together. But the truth of the matter is, most people have social anxiety. They just try to, pretend that they're good. Everything's okay. It's just part of being human. Sure, some people don't have social anxiety. That's cool. But I almost want to say most people do. And when I say they pretend to not have it, I'm not saying like they're trying to be all, I don't have a problem. No, they're just trying to fit in and trying to be themselves, but it's still there. Diane says, I'm for real going to go now. I'm so not used to this new schedule. It's freaking Thursday where I live. Cries in Spanish. LOL. All right. Take care, Diane. Steven says, Knuckles, get the courage to say hi. There we go. Kaylin says, I know what it's like. I've started taking a chance for the better, because if you never do them, you'll never know the reaction or how they could change your life. Yes. Carly, good to see you on. Let's see here. JCY says, do you believe the bill that was made by the governor to have 100% clean energy around the 2040s? And also, do you believe in climate change and disagree with Trump using fossil fuels? First of all, I'll be honest, and I don't know much about the 2040s 100% clean energy bill. But in terms of climate change and disagreeing with Trump using fossil fuels, so I actually have the privilege of... I went on a 2-hour long hike, and the person that I was with a group of people, and I met this girl. She literally works in a climate change campaign. So for 2 hours straight, we talked about climate change, and I myself didn't really know much about climate change. And she just poured everything she knew about, she's an expert in climate change. So yes, I do believe in climate change. It is a real thing from what I'm hearing from her. And I do disagree with Trump using fossil fuels. Yes. So climate change is a real thing. Meaning, okay, here, I'm going to give you the quick little facts of what I heard from my friend. Essentially, right now, whatever, there's global warming. We are starting to see the effects of climate change, like weather's getting hotter, stuff like that. Ice is melting. It's endangering people's, property by the ocean, all this stuff. Anyway, I don't remember the exact number, but I remember she said something like it takes about 50 years, for the effect to kick in. So, for example, the pollution we create right now, all the damage will be done 50 years from now. So the damage we're seeing right now is from 50 years earlier. So, and I mean, right now we're using more fossil fuels than ever before, type of thing. So, yeah. Steven says Unfair Mario is its own game. Nice. You know what? I think I've seen videos of that. That sounds pretty funny and very frustrating. Honey says, I barely have time to do my homework at my lunch break. Oh, goodness. Nam says, I just asked out that girl. My biggest regrets in high school was not asking out that one girl. I feel you. Let's see. JCY, relax. I'm getting to your questions, all right? I did answer your question already. Yeah. Just know that I'm catching up with comments. I'm only one man. Give me some time. Caitlin says, be proud I sang in front of my drama class today. Yay! I got all the good reactions. I'm over the moon about it. All right. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Let's see here. Justin says, told him he couldn't achieve his dreams. Now those dreams are gone because he was expelled from school. What? What is that really? Crushing his own dreams. Not clear. I think you guys are talking to each other. Isaiah says, did you know that my name was spelled Isaiah before? No, I didn't. I thought your name was spelled without the E. So, yeah. I mean, it was either, I thought it was spelled I-Z-I-A-H. So, yeah. When he came on and I saw Isaiah, I'm like, Easiah. I'm like, who's Easiah? And like, oh, it's Isaiah. I'm like, oh, Isaiah. Gotcha. Alrighty. Sweet. John, good to see you on. Okay, cool. All Bob, good to see you on. We are going to start hopping off right now. I've already caught up with your comments. Awesome. So our next live stream will be on Friday, same time, 8 p.m. Pacific time, California time. We do game night, Friday game night, where we have a whiteboard and we will ask multiple choice questions where you can win a You Matter t-shirt. We give away a t-shirt at the end of every single month. You just need to score enough points and win the raffle that we have at the end of every single month. Okay, so join us on Friday where we do game nights. And I think that's pretty good. I'll leave it at that. And if you haven't got your shirts yet, you can go to richardquo.com/store. Get your You Matter t-shirts. Just like the one I'm not wearing, but just like the one that's I don't want to. Never mind. I have a whole box of shirts right here, but they're all like stuck together, so I'm not gonna pull them. Anyway, feel free to support and grab a shirt there if you want. Yeah, if you got more questions, you could DM me on Discord or whatever social media platform. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Take care. Thanks for being here. Sending love, lots of love. Thank you.